Yeah, the weirdest footage I've seen is of like the people have posted of like a delivery person having their package and approaching their house and then turning around and not delivering it. Like just flat out going no.
They got a bad feeling?
Don't know. But I now it makes me think because I've had a few packages that have been delivered, but they weren't delivered where they were supposed to go.
Get a ring and you'll never wonder anymore.
I actually now want to know why.
Amazon does this thing I don't like where they send me pictures of where they put it.
Yeah. And you're like, get feedback on this photo. Like, what? I
kind of don't like that.
I kind of wish I got that because I've had a couple of times where they've said they've delivered it and it's not where they say they delivered it.
Let me bitch. It's time for Gus to bitch about the U.S. Postal Service.
You want to bitch about it? Let's do the U.S. Postal Service and then Apple.
U.S. Postal Service. How are they still in business? Let's let them fail because they cannot deliver a fucking package. They cannot read a couple of numbers and a street, and they cannot put a package where it belongs. It's so bad that I got a P.O. box, and I thought, they don't have to even leave the post office
It's at
anymore.
their house.
It's in there. They can just put it in. They can't do that either.
They got a special door to get in your P.O. box.
They marked something as delivered for me the other day. I went to check my P.O. box. It wasn't there.
What delivery service does Amazon use?
UPS and their own.
Okay, so it's not USPS.
So sometimes, but it's rare. So I go up to the door. I'm like, hey, where's my package? And they're like, oh, it says it's delivered. I go, yeah, I checked.
Yeah.
It's not there. Oh, we'll check again. What? Okay. I go in and check. Like, no, it's not there. There's no key or anything. No, there's no fucking key. I'm talking to you. It's like, well, yeah, that happens sometimes. Maybe it got put in another box. Like, what do you mean? Maybe it got? It's 6 numbers. Like, yeah. Maybe it'll turn up in a couple of days. You should contact whoever you bought that stuff from, the online retailer, see if they'll send you another one. It's like, it's not their fucking responsibility. You lost it.
Go
it
walk
was
through
here.
there.
I pay for a box because you're so bad at taking it to my house where it's free. Like, I'm paying more and you're still fucking losing it in the building.
So why are you going through those? Make people ship via UPS.
And then they're like, oh, then the audacity to be like, contact the seller, have them send you another. It's not their fucking fault.
They don't-
Why
What
are
if
they
it's a
gonna-
one-off item as well?
Right. And then sometimes I'll buy unique things. In this case, it wasn't, luckily. And then like 4 days later, it just mysteriously shows up in my box. It's already been opened.
Did
you apologize?
Oh, and then, no, fuck them. Another time, before I got the P.O. box,
Write them a nice letter.
they
Dear
delivered
USPS.
something to my house and they marked it as delivered. And I have the fucking camera, so I know it wasn't delivered. And I go, hey, I go down to the post office, like, it wasn't delivered. They go, well, maybe someone stole it from your box. And I said, no, I've got a camera. I've got a camera pointed at that box. And the mailman showed up and he had one letter that he put in. He did not put a package in the mail. I could show you the footage. They're like, well,
They probably hate those fucking cameras.
then they're like, well, we have this printout here of when it was delivered. And the GPS coordinates say it was delivered at your house. And I go, well, that's bullshit. Because it was not. And I can see my neighbors as well. And it wasn't delivered there. And then so I went for like a week with them back and forth, escalated it. Then finally they're like, oh, yeah, we delivered it to an apartment complex 3 blocks away from your house.
Ooh.
I was like, well, what was this shit about the GPS?
GPS coordinates.
Like, yeah, sometimes it's wrong.
But then if they had that information, how'd they ever figure out that it was delivered to an apartment complex 3 blocks
Right.
away?
Like
that,
wow.
In order to come up with that, you have to have some sort of information that told you that. And so
Right.
where was that information the whole time?
Right. That's a really good question, John. They should hire you at the post office to figure this shit
I
out.
don't want to go work in the post office.
What a fucking shit show. Get your shit to, and then you tweet USPS help. Like, I sent them a DM to try to be nice. I'm not trying to shame them publicly. I sent them a DM. They don't reply to it. They're making you have to shame them publicly to get a fucking response.
That's why you have a podcast.
You go to their website and it says, do not email the Postmaster General. I emailed the Postmaster General. That's how I fucking got my package.
I made the mistake of at some point living on a street that was a name and a letter, of which there are multiple streets with
Right.
different letters.
Yep.
Like Smith A, Smith B,
So
Smith
I had
C.
house number B, right? And you'll get mail for your house number on street C, D, E, and F, all of them. But because it's the right number, they just put it in your one.
Yep.
There was a point where I was getting more wrong mail than my own mail because I'm pretty new here. I don't have a ton of postal mail coming, but I've got a lot of other people's mail coming. And then I don't know what to do with it because it's like, am I going to go and like, what are you supposed to do? Go and deliver it
You
yourself?
write on it, wrong address. Put it back in
Yeah, I
the
would
mailbox.
just dump it back in the mailbox.
Say wrong address. Then when the person gets it too, they'll see somebody else wrote wrong address, and I go, "You fucker! This is why this was late. I need this check. Look what happened, fucker."
Motherfuckers, goddamn fucking post office.
Are you mad?
How much money how much money did they lose? How much money did the post office
Hey
lose?
John, let's make him even madder.
What are you gonna do? Don't push the button. The button's.
Did you
already-
upgrade your iPhone, Gus? You
The Postal Service reported a net loss for the year for 2017 of $2.7 billion. How do you lose how is it you can lose packages and lose $2.7 billion in a year?
Maybe it was in the packages.
Maybe it was the money like they lost their own paychecks. We lost $2.7 billion.